Every morning, before the world rushes in with its noise and distractions, take a moment for yourself. Before checking your phone, before the demands of the day take over, set your mind on the right path. The way you start your morning determines how you live your life. What if, instead of just waking up, you set an intention? What if you spoke words that shaped your mindset, your energy, and your entire day? In the next few moments, we'll explore powerful affirmations, statements designed to transform the way you think, feel, and act. These aren't just words, they are seeds planted in your mind, growing into habits that lead to happiness, success, and fulfillment. But let me ask you something. How many times have you held yourself back, waiting for the perfect moment? How many dreams have you put on hold because you thought you weren't good enough yet? How often have you told yourself, I'll do it when I'm ready? But deep down, you knew you'd never feel ready. The truth is, we've all been there. We hesitate, we doubt ourselves. We get trapped in this endless cycle of perfectionism, believing we need to have it all figured out before we take that first step. But here's the reality. Perfection is a lie. It's an illusion. It's a prison. And the only way to break free? Shift your focus from perfection to growth. Because when you focus on growth, everything changes. You stop fearing failure. You stop waiting for the perfect conditions. You stop holding yourself back. Instead, you step forward, take action, learn, and evolve. That's exactly what we're diving into today. This is not just another motivational talk. This is a wake-up call. We're going to rewire your mindset. We're going to break the patterns that have kept you stuck. And by the end of this, you won't just feel inspired. You'll be unstoppable. So take a deep breath, clear your mind. If you're ready to let go of perfection, if you're ready to step into your power, if you're ready to finally unlock the real you, let's go. The first line is, today I choose to be happy. Happiness is a choice that many overlook in their daily lives, often mistaking it for something that happens to them rather than something they actively cultivate. The power of this statement lies in the realization that happiness is not dependent on external circumstances, but on one's perspective, attitude, and mindset. When a person wakes up in the morning and consciously decides to be happy, they set the tone for their entire day. This choice impacts their reactions, interactions, and overall approach to life. Many people chase happiness believing that it will come once they achieve a particular milestone, whether it's financial success, a relationship, or a dream job. However, those who understand the deeper meaning of happiness realize that it does not solely exist in accomplishments or external rewards. Instead, it is found in the present moment, in small joys, and in the ability to see beauty in ordinary things. Choosing happiness means refusing to allow external pressures, negativity, or stress to dictate one's emotional state. One of the fundamental aspects of choosing happiness is practicing mindfulness. Being present in the moment allows a person to appreciate what they have rather than dwell on what they lack. Mindfulness enables individuals to enjoy the process of life rather than constantly worrying about the past or the future. When someone chooses to be happy, they acknowledge that challenges will arise, but they refuse to let those challenges overshadow the good in their life. Perspective plays a crucial role in maintaining happiness. Two individuals can experience the same situation but react differently based on their mindset. A person who chooses happiness will find opportunities for growth in difficult circumstances, while someone who does not actively cultivate happiness may see only obstacles. For example, a setback at work can either be seen as a failure or as a chance to learn and improve. The decision to focus on the positive rather than the negative directly impacts overall well-being. Gratitude is another powerful tool that reinforces happiness. People who actively practice gratitude by acknowledging what they have rather than what they lack tend to be more content. Gratitude shifts focus away from problems and onto the blessings that already exist. This does not mean ignoring difficulties, but rather placing them in perspective. A person who chooses happiness will wake up and express gratitude for simple things: a warm bed, a new day, the ability to breathe and move. These seemingly small acknowledgments create a foundation of happiness that cannot be easily shaken. Happiness is also deeply connected to the people one surrounds themselves with. Being around positive, uplifting individuals who encourage growth and joy contributes to an overall sense of well-being. On the other hand, toxic relationships filled with negativity and criticism can drain happiness and create an atmosphere of stress. Those who choose happiness make conscious decisions about their social circles, prioritizing those who bring joy, support, and encouragement. Another critical aspect of choosing happiness is self-care. Mental, physical, and emotional well-being are interconnected, and neglecting any of these areas can make happiness more difficult to sustain. Engaging in activities that bring joy, such as hobbies, exercise, or creative pursuits, strengthens a person's ability to maintain happiness. Likewise, taking care of one's body through proper nutrition, rest, and movement contributes to a more positive mental state. The idea of choosing happiness does not mean ignoring problems or pretending that life is perfect. Instead, it involves facing challenges with a resilient mindset, acknowledging emotions, and making a deliberate effort to find joy, even in difficult moments. When hardships arise, a person who has chosen happiness will look for solutions rather than dwell in despair. This mindset does not eliminate difficulties, but it does equip individuals with the strength to navigate them with grace. There is also a strong connection between happiness and kindness. When people extend kindness to others, whether through small acts or significant gestures, they experience a sense of fulfillment that enhances their own happiness. Helping others creates a cycle of positivity, reinforcing the idea that happiness is not only a personal choice, but also something that can be shared. Choosing happiness every day requires commitment. Some days may feel more challenging than others, but maintaining the belief that happiness is a decision rather than a reaction allows individuals to take control of their emotional state. Even in times of struggle, small steps like appreciating a sunrise, listening to music, or engaging in a favorite activity can reinforce this choice. The second line is, I'm grateful for everything I have. Gratitude is a transformative force that shifts focus from what is lacking to what is present. Many people spend their lives chasing after more success, more money, more recognition, without realizing that true contentment comes from appreciating what they already possess. The simple act of recognizing and valuing what one has leads to a deeper sense of fulfillment and peace. Being grateful does not mean ignoring ambitions or refusing to strive for improvement. Instead, it means acknowledging progress, appreciating the journey, and finding joy in the present moment. People who practice gratitude regularly tend to have a more positive outlook on life, as they train their minds to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. Gratitude is a habit that requires conscious effort. One effective way to cultivate it is through reflection. Taking time each day to think about what one is grateful for reinforces positive thinking. Some people keep gratitude journals, writing down small or significant things they appreciate. These can range from good health to a supportive friend, a meaningful conversation, or even the ability to enjoy a meal. This practice rewires the brain to seek out and acknowledge the good, even in difficult circumstances. Another way to express gratitude is by vocalizing it, saying thank you to others, expressing appreciation for kindness, and acknowledging the efforts of people around us, strengthen relationships and create a more positive environment. People who express gratitude frequently are often happier and more fulfilled because they recognize the impact of others in their lives. Gratitude also helps in managing stress and overcoming adversity. When faced with challenges, individuals who focus on what they still have rather than what they have lost are better equipped to handle difficulties. For example, someone going through financial hardships may still express gratitude for their health, family, or the opportunity to improve their situation. This mindset fosters resilience and prevents despair. The connection between gratitude and happiness is well documented. Studies have shown that people who actively practice gratitude experience lower levels of anxiety and depression. This is because gratitude shifts attention away from negative thoughts and encourages a more optimistic outlook. By focusing on blessings rather than shortcomings, individuals naturally enhance their overall well-being. Gratitude also extends beyond personal benefits. It strengthens communities and fosters connection. People who appreciate others create an atmosphere of mutual respect and kindness. Whether in families, workplaces, or friendships, gratitude strengthens bonds and promotes a culture of positivity. Practicing gratitude does not mean ignoring problems or pretending that life is perfect. It simply means acknowledging what is good, even in challenging times. By training the mind to focus on abundance rather than deficiency, individuals can experience greater satisfaction and peace. The third line is, I am capable of achieving my dreams. Believing in oneself is the foundation of success. Many people allow doubt to dictate their actions, preventing them from pursuing their dreams. The power of self-belief is immense. It is the driving force behind perseverance, resilience, and achievement. When a person acknowledges their capabilities and refuses to let fear hold them back, They create opportunities for growth and success. The journey toward achieving dreams is rarely easy, but the mindset with which one approaches challenges determines the outcome. Self-doubt often stems from past failures, societal expectations, or comparisons with others. However, success is not about perfection or immediate results. It is about persistence, learning, and continuous effort. The most accomplished individuals in the world did not reach their goals overnight. They faced setbacks, obstacles, and moments of uncertainty. What set them apart was their unwavering belief in their potential. They understood that failure is not a sign of inability, but a stepping stone toward improvement. The process of achieving dreams begins with a clear vision. Without a defined goal, it is easy to lose direction and motivation. People who set specific, realistic, and meaningful goals are more likely to stay committed to their aspirations. Visualization is a powerful tool in this process. When individuals imagine themselves succeeding, they reinforce their belief in their capabilities. This mental rehearsal strengthens confidence and provides motivation to take consistent action. Taking action is a crucial step in transforming dreams into reality. Many people have aspirations but never take the necessary steps to pursue them. Fear of failure, procrastination, and external pressures can create barriers. However, those who believe in their abilities push forward despite these challenges. They understand that progress is made through small, consistent efforts. Each step taken, no matter how minor, brings them closer to their goals. Resilience is another key factor in achieving dreams. The path to success is often filled with obstacles, but how a person responds to setbacks determines their progress. Some individuals give up after facing difficulties, while others use challenges as motivation to work harder. Those who persist through hardships develop a stronger mindset and become better equipped to handle future challenges. One of the greatest tools in achieving dreams is continuous learning. Knowledge, skills, and experience contribute to success. People who seek growth, educate themselves, and embrace new opportunities enhance their capabilities. They understand that expertise is built over time and that improvement is a continuous process. By investing in learning, they increase their chances of reaching their goals. Surrounding oneself with positive influences also plays a crucial role. Supportive friends, mentors, and role models provide encouragement and guidance. Being around people who believe in one's potential reinforces self-confidence and motivation. Conversely, negative influences that instill doubt and fear can hinder progress. Choosing the right social circle is essential in maintaining a strong belief in one's abilities. Taking risks is often necessary when pursuing dreams. Playing it safe may provide comfort, but it rarely leads to extraordinary achievements. Those who take calculated risks and step out of their comfort zones open themselves up to new opportunities. Fear of failure should not prevent action. Instead, it should be viewed as a natural part of growth. People who embrace uncertainty and take bold steps often discover abilities they never knew they had. Self-discipline and consistency are vital in staying on track. Dreams do not come true through occasional effort. They require dedication and perseverance. Developing habits that align with one's goals ensures steady progress. Successful individuals prioritize their aspirations and make conscious efforts to move forward each day. The journey towards achieving dreams is not always linear. There will be moments of doubt, struggle, and frustration. However, those who remain committed to their vision and continue to believe in themselves will eventually see results. Confidence in one's abilities is the foundation that sustains motivation and determination. The fourth line is, I am stronger than my challenges. Life presents countless challenges, but inner strength determines how a person overcomes them. Difficulties can either break a person or build resilience, depending on how they are approached. Strength is not about avoiding struggles, but about facing them with courage and determination. People who recognize their inner power can navigate hardships with a mindset that promotes growth and perseverance. Challenges come in many forms: personal struggles, failures, unexpected obstacles, and emotional hardships. Some people allow difficulties to define them, while others use them as opportunities for self-discovery and growth. Those who believe in their strength understand that every challenge has a lesson, and overcoming adversity makes them more resilient. Mindset is a crucial factor in dealing with challenges. A person who sees difficulties as insurmountable will struggle to find solutions, while someone who views them as temporary hurdles will persist. The way challenges are perceived affects the way they are handled. Resilient individuals approach problems with the belief that they have the ability to overcome them. This mindset shifts focus from fear to problem solving. One of the most important aspects of overcoming challenges is emotional resilience. Difficult situations often bring stress, frustration, and self-doubt. However, managing emotions effectively allows individuals to stay composed and make rational decisions. Developing emotional intelligence, understanding and controlling emotions, helps in maintaining a sense of stability during tough times. Adaptability is another key trait of strong individuals. Life is unpredictable and change is inevitable. People who resist change often struggle when faced with challenges. However, those who embrace change and adjust their mindset accordingly find it easier to navigate difficulties. Being flexible and open to new approaches ensures that challenges do not become permanent obstacles. Support systems play a vital role in dealing with hardships. Seeking guidance from friends, family, or mentors provides encouragement and different perspectives. Strong individuals do not view seeking help as a weakness. Instead, they recognize the importance of support in overcoming difficulties. Talking to someone, sharing concerns, and gaining insight from others can provide clarity and reassurance. One of the greatest strengths a person can develop is perseverance. Many people give up when faced with obstacles, but those who push forward despite hardships achieve their goals. Persistence is what separates success from failure. Even when progress is slow or setbacks occur, continuing to move forward ensures eventual success. Self-belief is a powerful tool in overcoming challenges. Doubt weakens determination while confidence strengthens it. People who remind themselves of past victories and recognize their ability to handle difficulties reinforce their inner strength. Looking back at previous challenges that were overcome provides motivation and reassurance. Taking care of mental and physical well-being contributes to resilience. Stress and exhaustion make challenges feel more overwhelming, while a healthy mind and body provide the energy needed to face difficulties. Practicing self-care, maintaining a positive outlook, and engaging in activities that promote well-being help in staying strong during tough times. Difficulties often present opportunities for growth. People who embrace hardships as learning experiences gain wisdom and insight. Instead of viewing challenges as setbacks, they see them as stepping stones toward improvement. Every struggle strengthens character and builds a deeper understanding of one's capabilities. Strength is not about never feeling fear or doubt. It is about pushing forward despite them. People who recognize their inner strength face challenges head on, knowing that they have the ability to overcome them. Resilience, determination, and self-belief are the foundation of handling adversity. The fifth line is, I am in control of my own happiness. Happiness is not something that happens by chance or is entirely dependent on external circumstances. It is a state of mind, a choice that one makes every single day. Many people believe that happiness is something they will achieve once they reach a certain goal, acquire a specific possession, or gain approval from others. However, this perspective places control of one's happiness in the hands of external factors, making it unstable and unpredictable. The truth is, happiness comes from within, and individuals have the power to shape their own emotional state regardless of what happens around them. One of the greatest obstacles to happiness is the tendency to compare oneself to others. In a world where social media constantly displays curated highlights of other people's lives, it is easy to feel inadequate or believe that happiness is always just out of reach. However, comparison is a thief of joy. Every individual has their own journey, struggles, and victories, and focusing on someone else's path only takes away from the appreciation of one's own experiences. Recognizing that happiness is personal and does not have to match someone else's definition allows individuals to embrace their own joy without unnecessary pressure or dissatisfaction. Another crucial aspect of being in control of one's happiness is taking responsibility for emotions. Many people blame others or circumstances for their unhappiness, believing that if only certain things were different, they would feel better. While external factors can influence mood, they do not have to dictate long-term happiness. People who understand that their reactions, mindset, and choices determine their well-being are able to cultivate happiness even in difficult situations. Instead of allowing negative experiences to control them, they choose to shift their focus toward what brings them joy, peace, and fulfillment. Practicing gratitude is one of the most effective ways to enhance happiness. When individuals focus on what they lack, they create a mindset of scarcity, always feeling as though they are missing something essential for their happiness. However, when they take time to appreciate what they already have, they realize that joy is not in what is missing, but in what is present. Gratitude shifts perspective, making even the simplest moments feel meaningful. Whether it is appreciating good health, a kind gesture, or a small victory, acknowledging these moments fosters a sense of contentment. Letting go of negativity is another key to maintaining happiness. Holding on to grudges, resentment, or past disappointments only creates unnecessary emotional weight. When people choose to forgive, not for the sake of others, but for their own peace, they free themselves from the burden of anger. Letting go does not mean forgetting or excusing wrongdoings, but it does mean refusing to let past pain dictate present happiness. Similarly, releasing fears, self-doubt, and unnecessary stress helps to create space for joy and positivity. Engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment also reinforces happiness. People often become so caught up in responsibilities and obligations that they forget to prioritize things that make them feel alive. Whether it is pursuing a hobby, spending time with loved ones, or simply taking a walk in nature, dedicating time to enjoyable activities enhances well-being. Moments of happiness do not always come from grand achievements, but often from the small things that bring daily contentment. Self-care is essential in maintaining happiness. A person who neglects their mental, emotional, or physical health will struggle to feel truly happy. Taking care of oneself, whether through exercise, relaxation, or engaging in positive self-talk, builds a foundation for emotional stability. People who treat themselves with kindness and compassion are more likely to experience lasting happiness than those who constantly criticize or neglect their own needs. Perspective plays a major role in happiness. Challenges and difficulties are inevitable, but how they are viewed makes all the difference. Some see obstacles as failures, while others see them as opportunities to grow. Those who develop a mindset that finds lessons in hardships and silver linings in struggles are better equipped to maintain happiness even during difficult times. They understand that setbacks do not define them, and every experience contributes to personal growth. The ability to set boundaries is also crucial in protecting happiness. People often allow external pressures, toxic relationships, or overwhelming commitments to drain their energy. Learning to say no, prioritizing well-being, and surrounding oneself with positive influences help maintain emotional balance. Happiness is not about pleasing everyone, it is about making choices that align with personal values and needs. Being present in the moment enhances happiness. Many people spend too much time worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, missing out on the joy of the present. Practicing mindfulness, appreciating current experiences, and focusing on what is happening now rather than what could happen later allows individuals to fully embrace life as it is. The present moment is the only one guaranteed, and making the most of it creates deeper satisfaction and fulfillment. The sixth line is, I have the power to create the life I want. Every individual has the ability to shape their own life. People often feel trapped by circumstances, believing that they have no control over their future. However, the truth is that every decision, every action, and every mindset shift contributes to the life one creates. Taking responsibility for one's life rather than feeling like a victim of circumstances is the first step toward transformation. Many people wait for the perfect opportunity, the right moment, or external validation before pursuing their goals. However, waiting often leads to stagnation. Those who take initiative, regardless of challenges or uncertainties, make progress. Action is what turns dreams into reality. The most successful individuals are not necessarily the ones with the most resources, but the ones who use what they have to create opportunities. Clarity of vision is essential in shaping the life one desires. Without a clear understanding of what is truly wanted, it is easy to get lost or settle for less than what is possible. Taking time to reflect on values, passions, and aspirations allows individuals to set meaningful goals. When people have a strong sense of purpose, they are more motivated to take steps toward creating the life they envision. Fear is one of the biggest barriers to creating the life one wants. Fear of failure, rejection, or uncertainty can paralyze action. However, Growth happens outside of comfort zones. Those who recognize that fear is a natural part of change and take action despite it are the ones who achieve transformation. Facing fears rather than avoiding them builds confidence and resilience. Hard work and persistence are necessary in building the desired life. Many people give up too soon expecting quick results. However, success requires dedication and effort over time. Every small step forward contributes to long-term progress. The people who keep going, even when progress feels slow or challenges arise, are the ones who eventually reach their goals. Mindset plays a significant role in creating a fulfilling life. Those who believe in their potential, stay optimistic, and focus on solutions rather than problems are more likely to succeed. Negative self-talk and limiting beliefs create obstacles, while self-empowerment and positive thinking open doors. Replacing doubt with belief in one's abilities makes it easier to take action and overcome challenges. Surrounding oneself with positive and ambitious individuals reinforces the ability to create the life one wants. Being around people who inspire, support, and push for growth creates an environment of motivation. On the other hand, negative influences can drain energy and limit potential. Choosing relationships that align with personal goals and values enhances progress. Time management and prioritization are crucial in shaping one's life. People often say they do not have time to pursue their dreams, but time is a matter of priority. Those who dedicate consistent effort toward their goals, even in small increments, make significant progress over time. Being intentional about how time is spent ensures that energy is directed toward what truly matters. Flexibility and adaptability help in navigating obstacles. Life does not always go as planned, and setbacks are inevitable. However, those who adjust their approach, learn from mistakes, and remain open to new possibilities continue moving forward. Being willing to refine goals, strategies, and mindsets allows individuals to stay on the path of progress even when challenges arise. Taking ownership of one's choices and decisions empowers individuals to create the life they want. Instead of blaming external factors, they recognize that they have control over their actions and mindset. Small, consistent changes lead to transformation. Those who take charge of their journey rather than waiting for change to happen become the architects of their own success. The seventh line is, I choose to focus on growth, not perfection. Perfection is an illusion that often leads to frustration, self-doubt, and stagnation. Many people believe that they must be perfect in order to be successful, loved, or worthy. This mindset creates unnecessary pressure and prevents individuals from embracing the learning process. Instead of striving for perfection, focusing on growth allows for continuous improvement, resilience, and fulfillment. Growth is about progress, learning from mistakes and becoming better over time, whereas perfection is an unattainable standard that leads to fear of failure and avoidance of challenges. When people chase perfection, they often hesitate to take action. They wait until they feel fully prepared, confident, or skilled before starting something new. However, waiting for the perfect moment or perfect ability often results in missed opportunity. Growth happens through experience, and experience comes from taking action, making mistakes, and learning along the way. Those who understand that they do not need to be perfect to start something are more likely to take risks, try new things, and ultimately achieve their goals. Mistakes and failures are often viewed as negative experiences, but they are actually essential to growth. Every mistake provides a lesson, and every failure is an opportunity to improve. People who embrace a growth mindset see setbacks as stepping stones rather than obstacles. Instead of being discouraged by challenges, they analyze what went wrong, make adjustments, and move forward with greater wisdom. This approach fosters resilience, adaptability, and long-term success. Perfectionism often leads to fear of making mistakes, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. This fear can be paralyzing, preventing people from stepping outside their comfort zones. However, true growth requires stepping into the unknown, embracing discomfort, and challenging self-imposed limitations. When individuals shift their focus from trying to be perfect to striving for progress, they become more open to new experiences and personal development. Growth requires patience and persistence. Many people expect quick results and become discouraged when progress feels slow. However, meaningful growth takes time. Just as a tree does not grow overnight, personal development is a continuous journey that requires effort and dedication. Small, consistent improvements lead to significant transformation over time. Those who focus on daily progress rather than instant perfection are more likely to achieve long-term success Comparison is a major obstacle to personal growth. In a world where achievement, success stories, and curated images are constantly displayed, it is easy to feel inadequate. However, comparing oneself to others creates unnecessary pressure and diminishes self-worth. Every individual has their own path, timeline, and unique strengths. Instead of measuring success based on someone else's journey, focusing on personal improvement leads to a healthier and more fulfilling perspective. A growth mindset encourages curiosity and a love for learning. People who focus on growth are always seeking new knowledge, skills, and experiences. They understand that intelligence and abilities are not fixed, but can be developed with effort and dedication. This mindset leads to continuous self-improvement and a willingness to embrace challenges as opportunities to expand one's capabilities. Self-compassion is crucial in the journey of growth. Perfectionists tend to be overly critical of themselves, focusing on flaws and shortcomings. This negative self-talk creates stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. However, treating oneself with kindness, understanding, and encouragement fosters a positive mindset. Acknowledging efforts, celebrating small victories, and recognizing progress, no matter how small, helps build confidence and motivation. Flexibility and adaptability are essential when focusing on growth. Perfectionists often set rigid expectations for themselves, and when things do not go as planned, they feel like they have failed. However, life is unpredictable and setbacks are inevitable. Those who embrace change, adjust their approach, and remain open to new possibilities are more likely to overcome obstacles and continue progressing. Taking action despite imperfection builds confidence. Many people hesitate to pursue their goals because they feel they are not ready or good enough. However, confidence is built through experience, not perfection. The more a person takes action, the more they develop skills, knowledge, and self-assurance. Embracing growth means understanding that the journey itself is valuable, and every step forward contributes to greater self-development. Surrounding oneself with supportive and growth-oriented individuals reinforces progress. People who encourage learning, resilience, and self-improvement create an environment that fosters development. On the other hand, being around those who constantly criticize or set unrealistic expectations can fuel perfectionism and self-doubt. Choosing relationships that align with a growth mindset helps maintain motivation and inspiration. Accepting feedback is an important part of growth. Perfectionists often struggle with criticism, viewing it as a personal attack rather than an opportunity to improve. However, constructive feedback provides valuable insights and guidance for development. Those who are open to learning from others rather than seeking validation or fearing judgment are more likely to refine their skills and reach their full potential. Creativity thrives when perfection is not the goal. Many people avoid creative pursuits because they fear their work will not be good enough. However, the best ideas, innovations, and artistic expressions come from experimentation, trial and error, and embracing imperfections. When individuals allow themselves to create without the pressure of perfection, they unlock greater inspiration and originality. Letting go of the need for control enhances growth. Perfectionists often try to control every detail, fearing that any deviation from their expectations will lead to failure. However, some of the best opportunities and lessons come from unexpected situations. Being open to spontaneity, new directions, and unforeseen challenges allows for greater personal and professional growth. Perfectionism often leads to burnout as individuals push themselves beyond their limits to meet unrealistic standards. Focusing on growth, however, encourages balance. It recognizes the importance of rest, self-care, and well-being as essential components of success. Sustainable progress comes from consistent effort combined with self-care rather than exhausting oneself in pursuit of unattainable ideals. Success is not defined by flawlessness, but by perseverance, learning, and adaptability. The most accomplished individuals are not those who never made mistakes, but those who continued growing despite them. When people shift their focus from being perfect to being better than they were yesterday, they unlock greater potential, fulfillment, and long-term achievement. Your mornings shape your days, and your days shape your life. These 7 affirmations are more than just words. They are a commitment to yourself, a foundation for success, happiness, and fulfillment. But remember, affirmations alone won't change your life. Your actions will. Speak them, believe them, and most importantly, live by them. When challenges arise, embrace them. When doubts creep in, push forward. When negativity surrounds you, choose positivity. For the next 30 days, Commit to this practice. Say these affirmations out loud every morning. Feel their truth. Let them guide your mindset, your choices, and your growth, because when you start each day with intention, gratitude, and determination, you set yourself up for a life of purpose, progress, and impact. Now go out there and make today count. This is Tony Robbins, track helping you unlock your full potential every single day. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more life-changing content. See you in the next video.